Hey guys, and welcome to our Turn Duelist YouTube channel. Today I want to show you a deck profile about my Star Warrior deck. The Star Warrior are warrior monsters with the attribute Light or Earth, except one monster, as you can see here in the middle. It's Shura the Combat Star. He is the only exception. The rest monsters are Light or Earth. The first Star Warrior got their first print in 2018 in the Battles of Legend Relentless Revenge, and then in 2022 they got new support in the Battles of Legend set Crystal Revenge. The reason I made this deck is because I really love the cool artworks of these monster cards, and I think they are playable. They're non-meta relevant, they're more like a fun or like a rogue deck, but you can play them. The way to play this deck is to fusion summon in your opponent's turn, and yeah, don't waste time, let's go. So we start with the monsters in our main deck. Our first Star Warrior card is Hayate the Earth Star. I play 3 copies of him. If only your opponent controls a monster, or if you control a light monster, you can normal summon this card without tributing. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can special summon one level 5 light warrior monster from your hand. And you can only use this effect once per turn. And once per turn, when your warrior monster is targeted for an attack, you can make this card lose exactly 580k, and if you do, negate the attack. Then we go on with Kaiki the Unity Star, also 3 copies. If this card is special summoned, you can pay 500 life points and fusion summon one warrior fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or field as a fusion material. And during your opponent's turn, if this card is in your graveyard and you control a level 5 or higher warrior monster whose current attack is different from its original attack, quick effect, you can special summon this card. You can only use the effect of Kaiki the Unity Star once per turn. Also by example, you can normal summon Hayate and then special summon Kaiki from your hand, then pay 500 life points and fusion summon one warrior fusion monster from the extra deck, and this would be Daten or Raijin. And as you can see, it's really simple how you can fusion summon. Yeah, so move on. Our next card is Tenma the Sky Star. 3 copies of him. And if only your opponent controls a monster, or if you control an earth monster, you can normally summon this card without tributing. The same effect as Hayate, but now with an earth monster. And if this card is normal or special summoned, you can special summon one level 5 earth warrior monster from your hand. And once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets warrior monster you control, quick effect, you can make this card lose exactly 580k. And if you do, negate the activation, and if you do that, destroy that card. So with Hayate we can negate one attack, and with Tenma we can negate the activation of a card effect that targets a warrior monster, so 2 negates. Then we go on with the next Star Warrior, with Kaiser the Hidden Star. 3 copies. And you can special summon him from your hand by tributing one light or earth warrior monster, and if you do, this card gains 80k equal to the tributed monster's original 80k. You can special summon Kaiser only once per turn this way, and you can banish one warrior monster from the graveyard and send one light or earth warrior monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can only use the effect once per turn, and when you use his effect, you send Kaiki from your deck to the graveyard, because if he is in the graveyard, you can use his quick effect in your opponent's turn. If you control a level 5 or higher warrior monster whose current attack is different from its original at ATK, you can special summon him, and if he is special summoned, you can pay 500 life points and fusion summon one warrior from your extra deck. So that's why you use the effect of Kaiser for Kaiki. So that's the best decision you can make with this effect. Then we have two more Star Warrior monsters. One of them is Todoroki, the Earthbolt Star. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending one other monster from your hand to the graveyard, but this card loses 580k. You can only special summon him once per turn this way, and during the battle phase, quick effect, you can pay 500 life points and fusion summon one warrior fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or field as a material. So it's like a poly, or it's like a better poly because it's a quick effect and you can activate it in your opponent's turn. And then we come to our last Star Warrior, and this is Senko, the Skybolt Star. If an Earth monster is normally special summoned to your field, you can special summon him from your hand, and you can banish him from the graveyard and target one level 5 or higher warrior monster you control and one attack position monster your opponent controls. Your monster loses exactly 1580k, and if it does, destroy the opponent monsters. So it's good effect, yeah. And then we go on with the Queen's Knight, 2 copies. It's a normal light warrior monster, level 4, and the same we have with the Protector of the Throne, but this time as an Earth level 4 monster, a normal monster, because we have our Hayate the Earth Star, and he can normal summon without rebuting if you control a light monster. That's why we also play the Queen's Knight. And the same is with Tenma the Sky Star, but for this we need an Earth monster. That's why we use the Protector of the Throne. We use these normal monsters because of our next card. It's the Unexpected Die. Three copies. And if you control no monsters, special summon one level 4 or lower normal monster from the deck. So that's a target for the Queen's Knight and the Protector of the Throne. It's an easy summon, that's why I choose this card. Then we go on with the face card fusion. Play 2 copies. Fusion summon one light warrior fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. And if you control Queen's Knight, King's Knight or Jack's Knight, you can use one monster from your deck as fusion material and can only activate one face card fusion per turn. Then we play 2 classic polies. Then we play 1 Feast of the White level 5. Special summon up to 2 level 5 warrior type monsters from your hand and or graveyard, but their effects are negated. Also for the rest of this turn they cannot attack. I play this card because most of our Star Warriors are level 5 warrior type monsters, so you can special summon 2 of them and then can go in Xyz level 5. Then we play 1 Rhoda, then 3 copies of Ready Fusion, pay 1000 life points and special summon 1 level 6 or lower non-effect fusion monster from your extra deck, but it cannot attack and also destroy it during the end phase. I play Ready Fusion because 2 of our fusion warrior monsters have the summoning condition that you have to use like 1 or 2 warrior monsters level 5. That's why I play 3 copies. Later I show you which fusion monsters we can special summon with this card. Then we got 1 instant fusion, same reason. Then 1 super poly, 3 copies of fusion deployment. With this card we can either summon Queen's Knight or the Protector of the Throne. And last but not least, we play 3 copies of the Solomon Strike. Yeah, that's it with the main deck. Let's go on with our extra deck. We start with our first Star Warrior fusion monster. It's Raijin, the Breakbolt Star. I play 2 copies. To summon him we need 1 level 5 or higher light warrior monster and 1 earth warrior monster. And if this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. And if this card battles the monsters without a level, any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent is doubled. And during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed by battle or card effects and set there this turn, you can target 2 level 7 or lower warrior monsters in your graveyard and special summon them. You can only use the effect of Raijin, the Breakbolt Star, once per turn. Then we go on with our second one. It's Idaten, the Conqueror Star. To fusion summon him we need 2 level 5 or higher warrior monsters, and if this card is fusion summoned you can add 1 level 5 warrior monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of him once per turn. And once per turn you can discard any number of cards. This card gains 280k for each card discarded. Once per battle, during damage calculation, if this card battles an opponent's monster with an equal or lower level, quick effect, you can make that opponent's monster's ATK 0 during that damage calculation only. And then we go on to our main boss monster, Shura the Combat Star. Playing 2 copies. To fusion summon him we need 1 Idaten the Conqueror Star and 1 level 5 or higher warrior monster. And once per turn during the battle phase, quick effect, you can make the ATK of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls to 0. And once per battle, if a monster battles another monster during the damage calculation, also quick effect, you can make each battling monsters gain ATK equal to its own level by 200 during that damage calculation only. If this fusion summon card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Idaten the Conqueror Star from your extra deck. This is treated as a fusion summon. So as you can see, all of them have strong quick effects, so that's why we wanna summon this card in our opponent's turn. What's really easy with the effects of the other Star Warrior monsters. And yes, that's how we want to play this deck. But we have a few more monster cards in our extra deck. By example, Viltia the Dragon Knight, a level 5 light warrior fusion monster. It's a target for our ready fusion and also for our fusion deployment. Then we got 1 more level 5 normal fusion monster, the OG Flame Swordsman, also target for the instant or for the ready fusion. Then we got the Arcana Night Joker, 1 copy, target for fusion deployment. Then we got 1 Guilty Gearfried, the Magical Steel Knight. Then we got 2 super poly targets, 1 Mud Dragon of the Swamp and 1 Predaplan Dragostopalia. And last but not least, we got 1 rank 5 Xyz monster, the artifact Durandal. Yeah, that's it with the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye bye.